I've been in the art gallery business since 1992, and over the years, I've had the opportunity to interact with countless artists. And almost universally, artists want to increase their sales. And I've observed that there are some common, simple mistakes that artists are making that are getting in the way of that goal. I'm Jason Horsch, owner of Xanadu Gallery in Scottsdale, Arizona, and publisher of Red Dot Blog. And today I want to share with you the 5 most common mistakes that artists are making that are preventing them from increasing their sales. And the first most common mistake is focusing solely on making better art rather than increasing exposure and visibility. While it's true that it's critical to create the very best artwork that you can, better art doesn't necessarily equal more sales. Doubling the quality of your work will not guarantee a doubling of your sales, but if you were to spend twice as much time promoting and marketing your work, you might not see a doubling in sales, but you'd be guaranteed to see an increase in those sales. And so I would encourage you to start thinking about shifting some of your creative time towards marketing and promotion of your artwork, your outreach to galleries, your efforts to promote yourself on social media and online. And these efforts are sure to help you increase your sales. The second most common mistake that I see artists making is pricing their work too low. There is a pervasive idea among many artists that having low prices will help get their sales going and started. Experience has shown me that the perception of value that people give to art is tied directly to the price that's being asked. And so it's often the case that instead of increasing your sales, a low price can prevent galleries and collectors from being interested. And so I would encourage you, as you are looking to increase your sales, to start doing some real market research. Look into the galleries and shows that you aspire to participate in. See how the artists in those venues are pricing their work, and then move your prices to align with those values. The next most common mistake is neglecting your sales skills. And this is especially important if you are selling your work yourself at art shows and festivals, open studio tours, or even online. There is a bit of a sense that sales is a dirty word among artists, that somehow efforts to sell your work will taint the purity of your creative process. And this couldn't be further from the truth. If you think about sales as a process of helping your customers get what they want, namely your artwork, you'll see that by sharpening your skills, you are providing a service to your potential collectors. And certainly as a gallery owner and my staff, as we're interacting with buyers, yes, it is important to have interesting and engaging artwork, but we have to help them overcome any doubts and concerns they might have. We have to educate them about the artwork, and those efforts are ultimately what help us facilitate the sales process. And so I would encourage you to have a little bit of a shift in mindset about sales. And I'll be sharing in future videos some of the specific techniques that we might use to help with the sales. But for now, just start thinking of yourself as both an artist, a creator, and a salesperson. The next most common mistake is related to the last, and that is letting yourself play the reclusive artist. There is a bit of a romantic stereotype of artists slaving away in their studios to create their artwork, and certainly there's a lot of magic that happens in the studio, but unfortunately there aren't any people in the studio to buy the art. And so if you want to increase your sales, we've got to be putting more effort into work to get your art out there. And so you want to be working to engage with galleries, to interact with potential collectors, and even networking with other artists can have a huge impact on your ability to sell. And then finally, one of the most devastating mistakes that artists make as they're looking to increase their sales is just giving up. And it's understandable. Being an artist is not easy, and selling your art presents some huge challenges. And so it can be tempting as time goes on to feel frustrated and discouraged. I would encourage you to persist. As I've interacted with successful artists, it's often the case that they are not necessarily more talented or creating artwork that is more timeless than other artists. Mostly, it's that they have stuck to it. They've persisted and they've given themselves the time and the opportunity to have their artwork seen and sold. And so I would encourage you, even when it's hard, to keep pushing forward and to keep creating. I hope this quick discussion on the 5 mistakes that artists make when it comes to selling their art has been helpful. And if you're looking to improve your art business and increase your sales, I encourage you to like, follow, and subscribe for more art business tips.